Hi there, this is Kellyanne with the Phoenix Intuitive, and this is our weekend reading. So, I don't know if you've seen my weekly reading, but if you have, it's on the channel. If you just go and find the video that it is linked to. I look like I'm a panda with arms. Anyway, so I'm using 3 cards today, and I'm using 3 tarot decks to give you your weekend reading. I just want to talk a bit about these cards. These are the Mary Queen of Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and no matter what religion you're from, if you're just starting out on the spiritual path, I really highly recommend them because you get such a powerful, loving Mother Mary energy through them, and Jesus Christ of Nazareth as well. I'm using the Animal Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. You have to excuse me, it's Mercury retrograde. And these are just stunning because if you love animals like I do, then I just really recommend it. And finally, I'll be pulling a card from the Archangel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So here is your weekend reading. So the card is Optimism. So I feel like we've had a lot of toxic energy being released recently with the 6 planets in retrograde motion, including Mercury. We've had the blood moon, which has really shaken the cosmos up really bad, and with world events as well. We've had Lionsgate, which has brought in a new positive flow of energy and DNA downloads into our energy fields and into our chakras. So we're all elevating to a higher frequency, so these changes are for the best. That's the first thing that the guidance wants to say. And it's just been really chaotic, actually, you know, with all the energies that we have flying around. We're trying to integrate this, do that, do that. We want to move forward because we've got the energy of Mars pushing us forward and demanding that we do things with our life. And then we have the 6 planets, they're in retrograde, you know, so we're feeling this pull between self and other. We're feeling this pull between moving forward and staying where we are, past and future, and it's hard to stay present right now. So I want you to know that no matter where you are, no matter how hard things seem right now, everything is happening for a reason. So let's just look at the imagery on the card. So I expect good things to happen, and they do. As you are a child of love on this planet, a child of God, you have a divine birthright to embody love and to receive love freely. So I just want to reiterate that very strongly. Here we have Christ on the crucifix, and that's quite powerful imagery, actually, because when Christ was sent to his death, he knew before he died that he would have to die for his beliefs. He knew instinctively where his path would lead, like an inner knowing, an internal knowing. And with us, we all know that one day we will all die. To be morbid about it, we know that we'll pass from this world into the astral plane. And it's just about, you know, when Christ knew he was going to die, he had ultimate faith in the Father, his Father, that he would ascend upon his death to a higher place. And the faith that must have taken to know you were going to die for your beliefs, to know you were in effect a sacrifice to the divine to open the bridge between earth and heaven, to know that within you and yet to give so much love to the whole world, it's just an absolutely powerful, amazing message. So, you know, there's always something to be grateful for. Something I recommend people do is to start a gratitude journal that came from Teal Swan. Teal Swan is a great spiritual shooter, and it's where I started listening to her on the internet. But she recommends a gratitude journal, and I also recommend it to you. And it's a journal with positive aspects of what you are grateful for in your life, and it just helps to raise your energy, raise your vibration on a regular basis. So some days you maybe had a terrible day at work and you're like, I'm grateful to be at home. I'm grateful for the day off next weekend. I'm grateful for this glass of water in front of me. You know, you can start small, and then you can be, I'm grateful for this person. I'm grateful for this lesson, and you can just do whatever you want with it. And I just think it's a great idea to keep the faith, because it's not easy to tell someone who's in a state of pain to think positively. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you know, even in our darkest nights, there is always a star of reason to come and heal whatever traumas that we are suffering from. There is always a guiding force. There's always a divine light, and there's always a hidden blessing, even in the fall that we have to take for ourselves sometimes. So that's Saturday's energy. Just be positive. You know, you may have had some horrible things happen recently. I know I have. And yeah, there's something here about meeting other people. Don't be afraid to meet other people. Maybe there's a bit of shyness going on. Yeah, just keep the faith. Keep building it within you. Have faith in yourself, have faith in God, and have faith in the universe. And allow it to support you is also a good message. But yeah, just believe things are going to get better, because something my friend says, and one of my best friends says, is that everything is temporary. So even if you're in a job you don't like, even if you've got a friend that you're feeling uneasy about, you know, or a relationship even, everything is temporary. So your pain is also temporary. Even when Jesus was on the crucifix, his pain was temporary. So we'll just move on now, because I don't want to monologue for too long. So we have this card, the Animal Tarot deck card, and this is the card of Unity. And it's funny because I've been working with polar bear energy in shamanism recently, and polar bears do what they want. You know, they are brilliant defining forces of self in this world in animal form. They look so lovely and cute sometimes, but they are fierce. You know, they are so fierce. And polar bears teach us to just do what you want, you know, and preserve the self. I feel like quite self-preserving polar bears are. They have responsibilities, but they're not afraid to do what's right for them as well. And I think that's the energy that we're walking into on a Sunday. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, find a new teacher, or spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. So I feel like this is God, and then I feel it's like the two aspects of you are uniting as one. So darkness and light are uniting as one. Your masculine and feminine are uniting as one. And this could also be a marriage. It looks like a polar bear marriage going on there, which is pretty cool. So it could be about a relationship, love. It could be about a friendship even, and God will connect the two of you together. God will always give you what you need. The universe will always give you what you need and will always support you in everything you do. So this Sunday, it's about unifying the opposing and dualistic forces within you, and to see the world from one base, to see everyone and everything as love. So this conflict that you may have on a Saturday within yourself, which requires you to think optimistically, may be pointing to a divide in yourself. And then by Sunday, we have unity. So by Sunday, you find a resolution that's probably better than what happened before. So that's a very, very positive card. And we got the Northern Lights, which show that magic is in the air. The universal magic is at our disposal here, which is really lovely. I just love this card. We got 5 as well, which is the number angelically of change. So things will change. Everything has to change. This is the message I am getting really strongly right now from Archangel Raziel and everyone else who's supporting me. Everything has to change. You may be reaching a point in everyone's ascension where we've been through the same patterns, we've seen the same thing, the same arguments, the same problems with our family and friends and relationships up until now. We're really starting to make some headway as a species, and Earth's ascension is imminent, basically. And in order to become one with this ascension, to ascend to what some people call the new Earth, which is stepping out of 3D perception into 5D, so it's opening up to the spiritual sight. We have to really become able to unify within ourselves and to not stay separate from ourselves or other people. And we have a beautiful card. Finally, this is the ultimate guidance card for this weekend's energy, and it is the beautiful Archangel Jeremiah. So everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. So there may be a lot of chaos energy going on. But Archangel Jeremiah is here to say that even chaos brings order. And basically, Archangel Jeremiah, it's quite interesting. The theme for this weekend is change, because this is the angel of change. This angel will support you through your darkest moments and your most painful life changes. So even if things look like, okay, so you're going along, say, Thursday, Friday, and then all of a sudden someone throws a curveball at you and you're like, whoa, the only thing I can do is hope and pray, build my faith, and stay optimistic that this is going to work out okay. By Sunday, everything works out and you see something a bit different. You may have a blessing or a lesson to integrate with on Sunday. You may have darkness or light as the primary factor in your reality. And then by the weekend, everything, you realize that as the weekend ends, everything is as it should be. Things are already in motion, because the fact is we can try and control our reality, but in fact, control never existed. Control does not exist. You know, we can try to have preferences for our reality, but your path has been picked out for you before you were born. And through your choices, it is cemented in certain directions and it is taken away into different directions. So basically what the message here is to let go. To know that even if things seem crazy, chaotic, and without end in terms of facing your karma and your shadow and blah, 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 everything is as it should be, exactly as it was meant to be. So that's kind of it's a very positive focus sort of weekend. It's a very, you will get out of it what you put into it. If you go into this weekend thinking, oh, this terrible thing is going to happen, then, you know, because of the changing forces and the forces of integration here, you may find that you have to face some of your darkness as a reflection. But if you hold a positive focus and you know that everything's going to be okay, try and see everything from a higher place. So no matter what has befallen you in the past or in the present, look at it with new eyes. Look at it and say, you know, I am worthy of love, and whatever is mine will come easily and effortlessly. And I don't need to prove myself to anyone. I just need to prove myself to me. And if you just come back to that sort of realization and you take a deep breath and you just walk on with it, then you'll be absolutely fine this weekend. So it's a really lovely energy. There is an influence of the holy here, of something bigger, something greater than ourselves. God is definitely with us all right now. So that's all I have to say for this weekend, and I will be doing more readings in the future. So thanks very much, and namaste.